Welcome to the Daily Jump. And today I have a special guest. All my guests are extremely special, but this one is someone that has been I've walked alongside for over 20 years in a very intimate way. She is Berdhanya Swami Tierra, and she is a mystic, a teacher, and an artist. And I wanted to include her in the Daily Jump because she offers a particular wisdom and particular insight for understanding what we as a humanity are united in experiencing in these times. And as you know, the theme for this week is be creative. So I wanted to talk to you today, Berdhanya, about what it means to be creative in these times.
Creativity right now is very individualized. When you are in deep contact with yourself, or even in your daily life, you hear a little voice inside that say, do this, follow this, don't pay attention to this. And you have that strong sense of guidance inside. When you partner up with that incredible tool, you start being the creator. And the creator of an energy that is based in the justice of you listening to you, of you manifesting what you know, of you acting passionate about what is it you need to express. So creativity right now is more than an act of creating an object. It's an act of creating your life. And in that life, in your dream life, in the things that everything is in flux and you can serve as a stabilizing force, you are creating a possibility of fraternity, unity, and a true directional empowering of the individual. We need to realize that the creation of a society that is based in collective agreements, where everybody follow the same exact things without questioning, is finishing. All the models of economics and health and education, all that is asking to be reframed. Is the individual solidity that is going to reframe it. It's the collective showing up as an individual that is going to be modeling and shaping and directing the earth towards what we want. So creativity right now is very simple. Obey what you know. Don't step back in your inner wisdom. Don't sabotage it. Don't plug into your poor me, the victim me. That is finished. That creation is asking to be finished. So it is in the moment to choose. Either you are going to continue a model of living that will be very obsolete, oppressive, small, or you're going to tap into the powerful creator we are, that have proved through history to rise and raise through any challenges and turned a more expansive way of awareness, perceiving, and interacting.
Can you say a little bit more about what you mean? Let's see if I caught it right. What I thought I heard you say was about um, to do with the individual and the collective. So the individual solidity and the collective creation. I'm not sure if I heard that right.
Yes, the individual need to be secure that desire, impulse, enthusiasm, and passion that is always had been tingling in the heart, that always have been saying, You don't love to be in the office. You love to be playing. You like to construct this kind of things. You don't like to construct that kind of thing. But what we do is we corrupt that by fears, by manipulations, by imaginations, by thinking that we cannot do it, and so on and so forth. And that power of the heart, that power of that inner light within you dissipates, and
Mm-hmm.
it gets it fades away. So the empowerment of the individual is to reassure you, your family, your community, that their wisdom is needed. Their piece of knowing is building a big puzzle that is our common humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine for a moment if everybody, I sound like the Beatles, but imagine a world where everybody is doing what it loves,
Yeah.
where everybody is locating themselves in a place that they feel complete, happy, and meaningful, mindful, useful. Imagine if each individual come forward in its fullest splendor with its own uniqueness. The big collective will be feeding from an ongoing passion, an ongoing cloud of love, an ongoing power that is unbeatable, because that is our human nature, is to tap into that joy, is to tap into that strength. If not, then you're playing small. But the problem, see, now is that that model is being requested to be finished. That's why all these parts of how the earth is created in a way of purification
Mm-hmm.
on the psyche of people that perhaps don't want to make this jump of that reinforcement. Things are shifting for the better,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And the choice is tap into you are the creator. Trust you are the creator. You're built for it. So it's how each individual is part of the whole and construct the whole constantly,
Yeah.
constantly. And
Yeah.
every simple action. So that's the other thing that we need to clarify. And it's not like, oh, now I'm going, my passion is to impact everybody, to speak in public. It's maybe your public is your children. It could be something simple, but that vibration, how you resonance is activated when you do the action, is constructing a reality, is constructing a collective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Each piece that we step up as a creator in following and doing what we love, doing exactly what we love, um, so it doesn't matter what it is. If it's coming from that place of love, it fits in the puzzle.
That's right.
It's a piece of this puzzle.
Yes. If feeding a puzzle that is, yeah, if feeding a puzzle that is a dimension, see, if you are expressing from a place of purity where you're not sabotaging what you know, you are creating a dimension that is in agreement with that. So you will meet people that have the same interest, that nourish your dreams, that synchronicities and coincidences start to happen. And then you build a strong pulsation, a strong resonance, a strong energy, a strong resonance that is your dwelling. So it's creation right now is not about creating objects, it's creating what you're here for.
It's not about creating objects. It's
No,
about creating what you are here for so that your life is the expression
that's right.
more so than something physical being constructed.
Yes, it's complementary, but the highest creation right now is creating what are you here for?
Mhm, mhm,
And for that, you have that inner voice, even if you think you don't, even if you want to play confused. Oh, I don't know what I'm here for.
yes,
Yes, you know, because each day you have an inclination to do a simple little thing.
mhm,
If for the day you are there to weed your garden, that's what you're there for.
mhm,
And that weeding is complementing something in your psyche that it keeps you as a step towards something bigger.
mhm,
So if you exercise the little things, you will see that it grows in something bigger for you, a bigger passion. You're clear that, oh, I like to weed the garden, and I also be like to be with gardeners. So maybe I want to open a nursery or something like that, so it builds up that idea that we're creating from the mind and say, oh, now I am going to be a gardener, is not going to work.
yes.
That model is from the head. What it works is that you do something for that day, and if it builds up because you're giving you 100%, it will build, it will say something to you, where you are, who you are, what is your passion, what are you here for, what do you prefer to express.
What I hear you saying too is it's a different language we're talking about here. So that knowing comes in the action. So you go out and you weed your garden, and it's not like you're looking for the meaning. It's something that naturally and innocently comes to your attention through your action.
That's right.
And that the so it's not to go out to take that and to have the sense of, oh, if I go do this, then mentally I will then know the next piece. That we're talking about a completely different language here.
Yes, it's how you learn. You only learn by expressing and see your expression neutrally and see what is it you're trying to tell yourself.
Yes.
So if I am expressing um, an impulse, that impulse will tell me what I need to know.
Mm-hmm,
What is my next thing?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, like the other day, my son was saying, "Oh, I want to do videos and about surviving and things like that." And then he was thinking about it, and I say, "Why you don't just jump in the computer and start get familiar with the movie apps and and that I agilize the thing." Then he say, "Oh, when I tap into that, when he did, then he found the direction of his passion."
Wow. That's beautiful. So that you were a piece of him, one of his messages in a way.
Yeah, it's act and you will know.
Yes.
It's not enough to meditate on it,
Yes.
to think about it, to have plans. You need to act. And in
Journal
that
on
action, your creator is in action.
it. Yes. That act and your creator is in action. Well, sweetheart, I just want to thank you so much for these words today. Is there
Well,
anything that you would like to leave us with?
don't shake. Don't be scared. Don't bite into the social virus of fear. And it's a test to really know, or to ask you who you really are, who you really belong to, what is it you want, and to act the things that you are good at it, and the things that you're not good at it, explore it as a fun play.
Perfect. Those are perfect parting words. Berdhanya Swami Tierra, thank you as always for your grace, for your wisdom, and for sharing a piece of that with us today on the Daily Jump.